What's up with you? This is your boy, Digital Pit Boss, and it's 3 a.m. in the morning. If you still up, that means, God damn it, you was watching the hillbilly country-ass conscious community show of the century. The nuclear bomb has been blown. It's over. They gonna try to make up. Yeah, they gonna try to make up. They gonna try. Look, I got one viewer. What's up, viewer? I don't know who you are. Put something in the chat room. Let me see who up early this morning. That must be me, watching me. That's all that is. Yeah, I just thought, I would do a video and that I would just show y'all how ridiculous this community is and how stupid they look. Calculated risk takers. Don't you see what's happening? Conscious community is a wrap. They gonna do some bullshit. Now I'm gonna tell you how the play gonna go. Tomorrow they gonna wake up. Zinet is gonna start moving and shaking, trying to make up for a new horizon. Goddamn, Young Pharaoh and Seti, they gonna get up and they gonna start planning. Joel Benjamin, he gonna bow out though. He too close to home. He ain't got the community full behind him. He gonna shut that shit down. It won't be at the Nicholas bookstore. Trust and believe, it won't go down. The whole entire thing is a hoax. It's kind of like reality TV played out and characters already know their position. They fools. They're not ready. Saleta got to do the event. It ain't no way around it. People done pre-bought their tickets and bought airplane flights. And they on their way. Sci-Fi Living arrives on Friday. She coming in with her ass to go kiss everybody goddamn ass. And, she everybody goddamn friend. None of them got a God. This is the anti-God squad. This is what the anti-God squad teaches. Cyrus suit and setting and pulled out a big ass AK. It's the invitation for the feds. But the feds is watching, but they ain't moving. Ain't nobody got shot yet. They ain't coming in there to arrest niggas for talking shit on YouTube. Nigga, do something. Somebody do something. That's what they're waiting on. So on Saturday, they're going to have to come on again after they heard all the shit that went down this Friday today. Later on today, they're going to start thinking about it. Zinet is going to put out an offer that he ain't signing no contracts, but he'll hand out an extra 1,000. All the money that Young Pharaoh sells on his little shit that he just created, he can keep that in his pocket. It's going to be some shit like that. Everybody with a ticket can come back over to Zinet. It's going to end up becoming a round table, y'all. It ain't going to really be a goddamn presentation. No, nobody's in the goddamn mood. If Unc think he's still ready to put on that bullshit, he's a damn fool. Your goddamn empire is falling. It's time for the Greeks to move in and smack the shit out y'all and show you how to do this, son. Y'all tripping. Pit Boss is on the rise. Y'all better get in that PayPal account and support your boy. I got some shit to do, and I need to get on the plane so I can go do it. Don't ask me about what I'm going to do with the money. I'm going to do the damn thing. Over here breaking shit down at 3 in the morning on y'all. It's ugly, y'all. Unconscious community is a wasteland. Me and Carl Albert got too much goddamn info out of this shit. We ain't going to let them niggas forget this shit. I'm not going to let you niggas forget this shit. Starting on the 1st, we're going to bust these niggas down by name. One at a time. Till I run through this whole motherfucker. I ain't going to let no nigga get away. He gonna have a whole profile on Digital Pit Boss. Nigga broke my shit down. Told everybody what I was about. Raked me under the cover. After I bust your ass down and split you niggas apart, I'm done with you, nigga. You can live another day. I'm not here to totally annihilate ya. Niggas is weak. Then I'm gonna get the building. Me and my risk takers. Calculated at all times. Oh man. I'm on my way to the West Coast, nigga. Ride around in a Bentley, nigga. Y'all think it's a game, nigga. I'm gonna be standing on Santa Monica Pier, nigga. I'm gonna smash out the Zuma Beach. I'm gonna hit y'all niggas with this West Coast shit. Then I'm gonna double back, nigga. I'm gonna be back in Atlanta on some gangster shit. Getting it in, nigga. In the dirty South, nigga. The hell is y'all talking about? Y'all niggas faking. Y'all showed your ass tonight. Y'all niggas ass is lightweight. You niggas is fools. Welcome to the room. Oh shit, is that London in the house? You didn't change your goddamn logo. You don't want nobody to see you no more, huh? It's all good, man. Oh man. I know y'all ain't gonna believe these dudes no more. I know y'all don't believe these niggas no more. Y'all believe that shit? Y'all just sat there talking about us, man. Me and Carl Albert going in all year on these fake ass niggas, man. Here they go. They just showed their ass. I decided I'd come on a late night. 3 in the morning. Niggas mad because I'm broadcasting out the garage, they say. Nigga, I ain't taking you niggas in the house with me so you can try to spot check my motherfucking 11 sofas, nigga. Try to see what's happening inside the crib. It's late night, I'm drinking coffee. Just sitting here recording. All them niggas is off. Sinetta had 2,000 watching. Sarah Suit said he had 1,000 watching. Carl Albert had 50 watching. It was a mess. It was a comedic milk dud. They was spreading lotus flowers everywhere. I don't know what you call it. That shit was terrible. That was a sad sight of some sorry ass niggas. Y'all niggas have promoted them all day. You took them up to the top of the platform. It's a mess. I'm going to clean up the mess, though, starting when I wake the hell up. If I ever go to sleep. I might not go to sleep. I might just take a shower, run 3 miles, come back, sit down, and go in. Got some shit to say. Got some shit to say. What y'all doing up? Get in the chat box. Shit. Let me see what you talk about. Let's see what you talk about. I am you. Said I has a career as a conscious comedian. Yeah. You can do that. That's a good business right about now. You might want to get your start over there on Carl Albert's show. That's where you come in the community, conscious community if Sinetta don't mess with you. The Waterman. Man, you better get it in, man. You want to come on the show and do some comedy? I send the link. Shit. It's 3 a.m. in the morning on the East Coast. I'm the last soul survivor out of the goddamn Wasteland. I'm the only one still in the game. Them niggas that went to sleep feeling the pain. Some of them niggas is drinking. Some of them niggas popping pills. Some of them niggas just a damn fool. Y'all messing with some bullshit. Y'all believing in some bullshit. Niggas threw away the Bible and went crazy on each other. What type of shit is that? How y'all let that live? And these cult-like niggas got cult-like followings, and them damn following gonna come right back and support this bullshit. They're gonna be knee-deep in the goddamn conscious community shindig they putting on this weekend. Inglewood, baby, baby. Inglewood in the house. Yeah, man. Is that Inglewood, California? Or is that Inglewood? It's Inglewoods all over goddamn America. Which one is that? It looked like the ING where I'm from. You know, Pit Boss from the West Coast. I go to Inglewood, my nigga. I know all about Inglewood. I done been all around, living it. Well, I see a few people coming in the room. You know, shit. Y'all got me up. I ain't took my coat off yet. I've been talking on the damn phone. It's going in. What up, Joe Cool? Did you see the meltdown? Did you see the goddamn meltdown? Let me throw the damn link out there just in case. Y'all don't gotta come on. If you want to come on, you don't want to show your face and all that's all good. I ain't tripping. If you don't want to come on, I'm gonna just keep talking. Yeah, man. I'm still up, man. I'm just put the link out there just in case, man. I just came on to see who still was up, because you know, Pit Boss is the machine of the future. All I need is a match and some gasoline. Pop! I'ma light this shit flames. I'ma light this shit on flames. Can't wait. I can't wait to go in on they ass. I ain't gonna do it just yet, though. I got to really go back, you know, and see if they blocked them videos they put up today. If they don't block them, I'm gonna study them real good. Then it's over. Y'all put out too much info, unconscious community. I already dropped the Sonetta effect. 5 hours. 5 hours. 5 hours. I sat on the edge of this chair for 5 hours a few weeks ago and explained what you just witnessed. I just explained what you just witnessed. Y'all sleeping on me though. Y'all don't, 2,000 people don't come to my channel. I don't know how the hell to get to them people unless I go over there to Side Meta and do what he say. I come on in, somebody joined the room. Up all night. I am you. What you got to say, bro? You can go and unmute your mic. It's late night. We just chilling.
Yeah, man, I've been following you and I've been checking it out. I keep in good and close contact with Black Lotus Civilization. Me and
Oh,
him be doing the R&D.
Oh, you in the famo. That's the homie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We were doing the show when you came on that one of that time we was breaking down the info.
Oh, I remember. I came on the Black Lotus show. Yeah, he just met me on that show, I think, that day. The homie was trying to tell us about it.
Yeah, I've been monitoring this real closely. I deal with human behavior, and this is like one of my playgrounds, so to say.
Yeah, this is your science lab. You get to.
Yeah, this is my lab. Shit, exactly.
Sorry, science
Exactly.
Lab. You get to watch act the goddamn fool, huh?
Yeah, I came in. Lex Vortex brought me in, and when I was chopping up with him because I got a hold of him when he gensued the Amon Ra squad and when Ngozi was with them, and I was like, oh, this brother's speaking some stuff that so me and my guys used to talk on the corner way back when.
Yeah.
And we put it to test. We actually practiced the stuff that he's talking about. And I'm going to tell you this much, bro. I was telling Lex you need to stop telling these people about that because you don't put nitroglycerin and C4 in children's hands to go play with the other kids. So I checked it. So I checked it out when he got it. He had conversation with King Noble, right? That's if you really want to see a good one. That was a good verbication.
Yeah. I be following I follow everybody. I'm gonna click on your shit. I'm subscribed. I try to subscribe to everybody, even if they drop their name in my chat box. I'm on it. I subscribe. I ain't got no. I ain't tripping. So I'm a listen. I don't always agree, but I'm a listen.
Yeah, that's pretty much I am. I was called a troll, and I was like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
I am the junkie all trolled under the bridge, and whoever don't like it is just being a door.
So, since you got a little specialty in this madness shit that we just witnessed, right?
Yes.
You know, it's just getting started. They started this right at the top of the weekend. So we got all today, all Saturday. My conclusion is by Sunday, they all gonna be in the same building. Joel is not gonna hold it. So I never gonna put so much pressure on Joel. He gonna blackball Joel if he do that shit.
It's already started.
No, see what they did is they taking you through the circus. You just seeing the first round.
Oh yeah, man. It ain't nothing but that dude standing on the corner with that monkey, winding up that music box.
There you go. See, by Sunday they gonna work out the kinks, and somebody gonna get a little extra money, and they gonna come in there ready to box. Shit gonna be high.
Yeah, bro, I don't believe in none of that shit.
Well, break it down, man. You got some.
I don't believe in none of that shit. I think that's just all hoopla and propaganda. And there might be some other stuff going behind the scenes and stuff, but you know what? Hats off to Sodnetta for being this urban Don King promoter of verbalcation, because that's what it is.
Verbal chaos. I can go for verbal.
No, verbalcation.
Verbalcation.
Yeah, it ain't education, but it's just a bunch of verbal talk. Verbalcation.
We got a new word that we made up on the last show. Is hotepocracy.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. Now I know. I got some cool brothers that are from the Hebrew community. Like shout out for Maydon. I think dude is spot on. His demeanor. No matter how much I come at him or D-Red or Hebrew Warrior, them dudes are not shaken by anything I say to them, whether I agree with them or I don't. And that holds a lot of credence to me. But when you say something to somebody and their feathers get ruffled because they can't take the heat from what they think they know, then I just look at us back like, yo, man, you showing everybody who you really are. So that means you really don't feel you're not on your square about what you're saying. If you're on the straight, you ain't got to worry about what somebody else think about what you think and what you feel.
You notice Polite didn't join in the madness. He didn't go live.
But wasn't it he who started it?
Well, he kind of put a launch pad on it.
Yeah, and that's why it's all propagated. And that's the reason why it's all staged. Most people don't know that, and they get caught in the hoopla. And that's the reason why I say I got to give them props for doing exactly what a person would do if they were the sub-oppressor. You heard it. Sub-oppressor.
Sub-oppressor. Woo! You coming with some new verbiage.
So like I said, I've been monitoring this. Some of these cats know of me. The reason why I dropped Sarnetta's name, because I think that he's trying to feed his family. The way he's going about it, I don't agree with it. But who am I to tell another man what to do? But when I do my show, which is the real Get Down, which I do, that I started back up on Fridays.
Man, let them know where to catch you at with it.
Well, my subjects are, I deal with origins, and my specialty is behavior. I'm trying to get to where all this bad behavior came from.
Where do we go to the show?
Well, it'll be on YouTube, or I'll send out just like we're doing right now. I'll send out a link, in the back chats. The thing of it is that we did a show last Friday, and we did something on albino, what I call abinoids. You have your humanoids and you have your abinoids. I dabble in a little bit of the science and technology. My thing is problem solving, but you can't fix the problem if you don't know where it came from.
Getting to the root.
That's right. If the soil is foul, I don't care how many times you keep planting seeds.
What's the name of the YouTube channel so we can find it?
It's the real Get Down. Oh, it's I Am You. I Am You.
Okay.
I Am You.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Find out about abinoids.
And my platform is pretty much dealing with origins, behavior, and problem solving. And if you just notice that when people's platform are now deteriorating, you're hearing things like unity, you're hearing things like problem solving, herbal togetherness, and taking care of our situation instead of complaining. Like I said, you don't know what falls out of a tree unless you shake the ground.
That's right.
So I'm down with the risk taker because you got all these people popping and grill off about what they're gonna do to somebody else. And then that's your brother you talking about doing something, doing you calling them out their name. That's fine and dandy. You want to feel that way all in like that? Men do not behave that way. What men do is they keep quiet and carry a big stick.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
all them people out there calling people bees and stuff, that might be a mirror you're standing in front of.
yeah. So I'm a say it might be Young Pharaoh go live first, or
I
maybe
mean, they don't,
they not
I don't think so.
they
I don't
not.
think so.
Listen, let me tell you
And
something.
I hope it's a flip of the coin, and I hope the Armor Squad get a chance to go first.
No, I'm talking about not at the debate. I'm talking about in the morning when you wake up. The show is just beginning. They got
Oh,
all
I see what you're saying. You
the
talking about
go
the
live.
pre-show,
Yeah,
in
first,
the
first
post.
channel go live.
Yeah, yeah. You're right.
They're gonna start
It'll
it
be
off.
him. It'll be him.
Now
It'll
here's
be him.
so
As a matter of fact, you're right, bro. They're actually still probably working.
yeah, they
They
ain't live
should.
right
They
now.
should be still working.
I'm monitoring them niggas sleep. Everybody fell asleep. They wake
Okay.
up and get cracking. They might get. I mean, it's 3 a.m. out here. They don't usually. I'll be monitoring this shit. Let me show you something. About a week
All
ago,
right.
said he went live. The best he could do was about 300 to 400 live viewers. Right now,
Right.
my thing suggests we got about 20 live viewers. 3 in the morning.
Okay. 3 in the
You know,
morning.
my channel don't do, but in between 30 and 100. At 100 at best, at a live view. Right. I'm waiting
Okay.
up to 1,000 and all of that. I just gonna
Yeah, but
keep.
that's about to change this week, though.
Well, I hope so.
No,
Now,
I'm telling you, that's about to change this week.
oh, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to them coming over here so I can chop their heads off and get my numbers up. But here's the deal. So said he had about 300 to 400 just in his last few days. That's best he was doing. When he went live today, his numbers went beyond 1,200. He was up to about 1,300 live viewers. Then Sarnetta was on. He jumped up to 2,000. Right? So then he goes off. Said he's still climbing. Then he comes back on. Said he should start falling. See, I'm paying attention. I do the analytics on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So they start falling. They start running over to Sarnetta, right? See what he got to say. Now they go off. Sarnetta's on for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Carl Albert is on at the exact same time, and he's up to about 50 at best, right? And these are the,
Right.
some of the basic channels that are involved in this social called conscious community, right? I don't go
Right.
live. I tried to wait till everybody went off before I went. Then I jumped on. I got my little viewers, right? I just need to record what I had to say real quick. I didn't stay on long. So we see that the subscriber base is still with Sarnetta. He's doubled everything.
Oh yeah, he's still top dog right now.
Yeah, so he's falling because his channel was built on the fact that those guys appear. Now, he ain't got nobody to appear. Red Pill's taking a spring vacation. He's taking a winter vacation. He's going to go find him a sweet spot to sit back and relax, right? And so if Red Pill leaves, and it sounds like Sankofa is the spokesman for Baba TV, he ain't running around with a Sarnetta camera right now until he get back to 125th Street. So then you got Crying Reggie. Crying Reggie loyal to Sarnetta, so he gonna still be on the show. So he no longer got Young Pharaoh over there. Sarah Susan said he won't show up for at least 6 months. So they gone for now. after the big shindig that's going on this week.
Well, I hear what you're saying. Even if it's staged, it's still gonna play out that way.
Oh yeah, even if it stay, I've been around a long time. You feel me? Like I didn't seen it all. I ain't just show up. I've been here for years.
Oh yeah, man. I got your dossier and resume.
Okay, so I've seen it all play out before. So right now, Seti and Pharaoh is hot enough to pack that room with just enough to pay the rent. They can't buy no brand new cars and shit. They ain't buying no Benzes yet, but they own their way, right? So they can manage for a little while. But what's gonna happen is the friction that they're sharing the same viewers. That's what they do. They're sharing the same viewers. And so there's only a small base that's really participating. And right now their favorites are separated, which over time is going to sicken the crowd. And so eventually it's just going to become monotonous because everybody's trying to avoid speaking on each other. That's going to take place somewhere after the new year. They just going to try not to speak about each other. You know what I'm saying? Until it just becomes boring. And then somebody got to say something, right?
Because, well, isn't that the reason why they're pulling this whole thing off? Is because it's gotten that way, and the mere fact that their numbers are not where they once were. Well, if you're doing analytics, that's what I think is happening.
Well, see, I would like to say the Sonetta effect video I dropped 2 weeks ago just cut them so bad you didn't hear no response video about Pit Boss out of nobody. And I tried to slice them all the way across the board.
No, you did hear.
I didn't hear.
But what did you hear?
Silence in the air. I didn't.
Then that's what you heard.
That's what I heard. Silence in the air. So
right.
They didn't respond to that. It was cool because I mean, they came on the show and responded, but after that,
yeah. But how it went about, bro? They put their own torpedo in their own Titanic.
Oh yeah. They did. They jumped out.
How they handled that, because remember they was at each other, then they unified just to get you to get your foot off that net. And when it comes down to it, if you're talking about what you're supposed to be doing for our people, and these are the things you're pulling off, and the scam and the nonsense and this and that, you have to be legit. Our people are already at a peril. They have nobody to trust. They put their trust in you, and you stab them too. Come on. You got to have some fallout. You can't tell me that you want to do something to somebody because somebody said something to what you consider to be a god, and there's the Atlanta Housewives, and you down there where all this stuff is going down, and the way women are calling each other this and that. Look, if you're going to be this hero, you're going to be that hero, you got to keep your mouth shut and be the spook who sat behind the door. And if you're not that, and you all out there yelling and screaming, you look like a phony. I don't care who it is. Now, the reason why there's such thing as old men, they called wise men. They didn't seen it, and they watched many come and go. That don't make them no B. That makes them smart. Remember, you watch these television show about the world's dumbest criminals, and my father used to tell me nothing hurts a duck but his bill. Now these dudes got the heater on them, and if the heat don't come down on them from the things that they said under the Homeland Security Act of actually making terrorist threats, they get bracelets just for showing up, even if they have good intentions. That's the reason why I know that this stuff is out of control, and that somebody's now whispering in these people's ear, telling them, hey, look, you guys are supposed to be looked at as the pillars of how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. But what you're doing is you showing out, and you're getting footage to the rest of the people, the ones that like you and the ones that don't like you, saying, look how they behave, look how they are. You put nails in our coffin with this foolery and this crazy madness just because things are not going in the right direction. Because if you do right, get right. Garbage in, garbage out.
Man, all I can say is they gave up way too much info. They gave G Conscious some bullets. They gave Carl Albert some bullets. And they damn sure gave Pitbull some bullets.
Yeah, it's because they need you guys now. They need you guys to come into the fold, but they can't make it look like they're asking or begging you.
Yeah, but
they know the game.
See, you know, the people I'm talking about don't get the spotlight over there, and they come online every day.
Yeah,
They
but you just said,
yeah, they gave
look at Joy on B's 528. You don't think he's starting to pull numbers?
it goes
So
there.
y'all starting to pull numbers out of that, and they are reading them numbers like anybody else. You look, let's face it. Let's be real. Every street hustler, if they don't know nothing else, they know numbers.
Mm-hmm.
They know 1 + 1 = 2. You know, $3 minus 2 leaves you back at 1, and then sooner or later you got 0. So they know that they have to start putting out a different product, but they also have to put out a product where their vested interest is something that they want to say, hey, that's exciting. So how do you give out good information, not make it seem boring? Because most information is just plain ass boring.
Boy, yeah.
And people's mindsets have been conditioned to be no more than a 15, 20-minute time span, unless they're really interested in it. So you have to add like what you do with the music, like that promo that you did. That was dope. I meant to tell you that.
Oh,
You know,
the little the thing where I was in I put
in the
out.
studio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that was screaming, man. That was on.
Okay.
So they gonna have to come to cats like you to make their product look polished.
Yeah, that's what Unc did. I got on the phone with Unc, the real black atheist, and I let him know, Sonetta got your shit beat. How you gonna beat him when your shit look garbage? He said, well,
Mm-hmm.
what I do? I said, you come over here to the pit boss and I'll tighten you up. So I gave him a couple of intros, and you know, I did the Most High Warrior Clan intro that you see. They don't drop a lot of videos with them attached to it. Every here and there I see them post something, but you know, it was the beginning of what, you know, they were supposed to be doing on a regular, but you know, they still you know, I guess Amon Ra don't pay that much for YouTube channels, so they ain't got their money right yet.
Like I said, don't have enough bodies. But any which way it goes, any which way it goes, they're gonna need to have state of the art. And I'm saying that even for myself, man. This is not something other than I do to monitor and observe and look at us. And I'm not in this for the penny and the pound. I'm in this for, kicking thoughts to other people so they can do the work. I have my own projects in mind, which has nothing to do with putting it out there. So when my stuff sets out, you're not gonna even know it's me because you ain't gonna never see it's me.
Yeah, that's how I work. I got a lot of shit out there that wouldn't necessarily be attached. I'm behind that.
Oh, you know something else too, bro? I wanted to make this a point of view right now. Do this right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got a problem when cats don't be showing their faces. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I understand if you're in the witness protection program, I get it why you don't show your face.
Right.
But if you can be talking that big chalk and big bark off the tree, show your face.
Oh
That's how I know you're on the strain. You
yeah,
know what I'm
that's the
saying?
problem. And see, it's all them that allow those types in the community. Now, what I do is if you come on my show and you just want to say something, you want to show your face, but you just coming on and say, oh, that's fine. But if you're gonna reappear on a regular basis and you trying to be a part of this shit, you got to show your face. And at least enough that we know who you are. And then after that, we ain't tripping about looking at your face. We seen it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all that's required. Just like you say, like,
Yeah.
unless you're in the witness protection program, you know, don't
Yeah, exactly.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
know, because I mean, think of it is this is why our community is so jacked up. That's why I am never a sided to the conscious community because there's no consciousness to it. Because not the behavior does not show consciousness. So I'm in the information community, and I'm
Right.
asking people to come on over here, put out your information. It don't have to be whether somebody like it or don't like it. Put it out there, put it on the table, 52 cards on the table, and then see what happens. See how it gets, elevated.
Yeah.
Up.
Now I talk about a lot of subjects on my channel, but my channel is basically economic development as I run STEM program, Booker T. Washington STEM, right? So I'm
Right.
promoting people channel regardless of their spiritual belief. I can care less, unless they want to debate it, and then I'll deal with the debate on the spiritual thing, but that's not the focus. I got another channel I do that on where that's the principle of the channel is we talk about a specific religious paradigm. But on the Digital Pit Boss, this channel is about digital pit boss and what that's about, and that's about economic development. So in that case, I don't care, like in your case, I'd rather just promote your channel, let people who find you interesting go over there and check you out, and I don't have a problem promoting that. I don't have a problem with my little calculated risk takers. If they feel like you a calculation they want to risk, going over there and support it. So I tell people, come on, I'm gonna help y'all push. And in return, I ask them that they support my channel. That's it. And we moving. And we building in 2017. Still there with it?
Man, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
You got a
Man,
little buzz.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Let me see what I got. I don't, man, some people think I'm real complicated, but I'm really simplistic. When it really comes down to it, I don't really give a damn about none of their dates and calendars.
Yeah.
To be honest, to be direct, because the way that things went down and how you've been stripped from your true identity or past identity, I'm ready to just put my foot on the gas and just go for the now. You know?
Right. That's why when people are operating where they got their economics up, they got too much real shit to be doing than to be arguing about something. Or they having fun. They out enjoying what they've built, or they out building it. And they just don't waste time with arguing over frivolous matters. That's what the majority of people are doing. But only here in the conscious community do we got time to sit and debate about the littlest thing. You know what I'm saying? G Conscious had to go against Amin Ra Squad over a beetle bug. Because it's just
over what?
Over the life of a beetle bug and beetle dung. Like they had to spend a whole 2 weeks on this.
Yeah, I heard about all that, man.
It was all good. I'm not them doing that.
Yeah, if you're gonna take it from the standpoint of how we learned everything from nature, then you're gonna break that down how it applies to us even to this day, then it would have some credence. But if you're gonna sit over there and use it for saying, well, this happened before that happened,
right?
Nah, man, nah.
Right, and so that's what
nah.
people have bought into. They bought into primary documentation. You feel me? Like everything gotta be proven with primary documentation because you don't have the original source code to the
That's a joke, bro. That's the biggest joke there is because the only way to be any of this be conclusive, and if they really want to be conclusive and they're really serious about it, let's all get together and get down and help me get these labs down in Baja California, and let's build a time machine. And they'll get in that noise.
Exactly. And so
then it wouldn't be no debate. They build and look. Yo, the people who are keeping you in the spot that you're in, look what they're doing technological. Look if they're doing. They building spaceships, rockets, this and that. What are we doing? Arguing. Tell me how's that healthy for the next young bunch of kids growing up? Do you think that that's going to feed everybody? If all of us did that, are we going to all go on lecture circuits?
Man.
We're going to all live stream for a living?
Yeah, see, the flip in the game is they doing this meltdown with Trump coming into town, right? Now, I got a theory about Trump. I'm not gonna go too hard because I got a deep one coming. Me and Royale might jump in on it since I've had some conversations with him about it. But I give him a teaser, right? Whatever about Trump, you cannot say he's been a loser. He's
not been a what?
He ain't been a loser.
Oh yeah, the hell he has.
On what? What did he lose on?
Well, let me put it this way. It depends on how you really look at the framework of loser. No, bro, let me shut up. Go ahead and do your thing, and I'll say something afterwards. Go ahead, man.
I'm just talking about in the basic scheme of living in America. If Trump put his hands on it, it turned to gold. This is the narrative that follows Trump. In New York, Trump is the best real estate man in New York. And New York is a tough city to be doing real estate in. And TV, Trump got the best show in town at the time he was out with his Apprentice show. On and on and on. Whatever he touched turned to gold. Is that a mistake by me? Am I looking at it wrong?
I'm saying that that's the window dressing.
Okay, so give us somewhere Trump lost.
Well, you know the what's that television show that is with Mr. Wonderful, the money dude, and
Okay,
the basketball coach. What's the name of that television show?
I'm not sure, but go ahead. Just give
Well,
us the
anyway,
gist.
there was a real estate agent, real estate lady that's on it. Her name is Barbara. Trump tried to swindle her out of $4 million. She ended up having a lawsuit. I think she got 7. Just to let you know, most of the stuff in real estate that's in Trump's name in New York, they're just using his name to put it on the side of the building. He didn't
Well,
have nothing to do with building that stuff.
let me ask you a
They're just
question.
use. He's what he's done. He like let's say if you took um, pit boss, digital pit boss, and you sold your logo out for people to use it because it references to some nostalgia. That's what he has done. He lost a
Okay,
lot of money,
let me ask.
has filed bankrupt sometime, but what is brilliant as is that he's surrounding himself with brilliant people.
Let me ask you a question. What would be the reason someone would want to put a loser on their building?
Well,
If
because
that's
it's not so much that he's a loser as much as he's not what it appears to be. That's why I call it window dressing. What
okay,
it is that, and I'll tell you why. When he was asked to come in partnership with a USL football team down in Tampa Bay, the USFL was challenging the NFL for spring football. Donald Trump comes in and suggests it and says, "We are big and bad. We're going to take in the NFL and do it during their time." That was a bad mistake. So I'm saying, allegedly, you have to keep using this term allegedly. Donald Trump is a guy who sent in to sabotage things because his ego is so large that he will take on and make it seem like somebody else. So that's the reason why he calls people out and with impunity and why he's been appointed this position. We
okay,
know the elections aren't real because if they were real, it would be to the point when you filed your ballot, you would see your number. Like say, you would have a monitor in front of you. It would show that that number in the ticket you got is actually what shows up and where it goes, and it can be monitored at any time. You don't see anything like that. What you do is you have somebody you give you your ballot, it goes somewhere else. So you really don't know if your vote really counts.
okay. Let
And
me
then
ask
you
you a question.
and
Let
then
me
and
cut
I
you
just
off.
want to finish this. And then you have the electoral college, and if you understand how the electoral college works, you know that it's ran by the elitists. So bottom line is he is a guy who cosmetically they needed at the time no more different than Obama,
Okay,
primarily.
so let me say this then. Would you agree that it has the illusion that Trump is the winner?
Absolutely.
Okay, so America is ran on illusion. Would you
Yes,
agree to
sir.
that? All right. So here's my point. Back to my square one. Trump coming into office, and according to you, he has the illusion of winning. According to me, he ain't lost it nothing. And therefore, his record says when he get in office, he gonna have the illusion that America's winning.
Hmm.
He gonna be able to paint that picture, whether it's the truth or not. As we
Right. Exactly.
know.
Exactly. And that's
All
how
right.
you have, and that's how you control the masses. You give them, you feed them the food in which gets them pacified.
But see, Bush wasn't able to create that illusion.
Well,
I'm just saying what the facts are. Like
yeah. The
based on
fact is, because brother
but
man dashed out on his duty, and he acted like that was going to be passed. He was going to get passed on that. He didn't get a pass on that.
let me go a little deeper for you. Because you're missing the point because you hung up on whatever. And I'm trying to
No,
tell
no,
you.
no, 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 no. I got your point, bro, and I agree with you.
But we got others listening who might not get it. Right?
Yeah. So
So
for the listening audience who might hear this, I'm agreeing with Pit Boss.
I got you. So it's cool
Okay.
because I'm just using you to bring this out. That's all. It ain't directed
Oh no, no,
directly.
I don't have a problem with it, brother. I don't ever.
So the illusion is that Trump is the winner. And everything that he turns to gold.
Hmm.
So I have nicknamed Trump the Midas. He has the Midas touch.
He has the modest touch.
He has King Midas, right? So now
Hmm.
check this out. I did a video called The Kemetic Kool-Aid, where I show that in Washington, D.C., America is set up like Kemet. They got monuments everywhere that suggest Kemet. Rome was set up like Kemet. Greece was set up like Kemet. All three operate in mythology. These mythologies are played out upon the world. We call it Hollywood, right? When you go down, if you living in Inglewood, California, you know all about Hollywood, and you know that they got all kind of satanic monuments everywhere. You know that they got the Masonic buildings standing directly across the street from Kodak, the Kodak Center on Hollywood Boulevard. Now, all of these words have symbolic meaning. Everything they do has symbolic principles to it. So when they put something,
I'm laughing because I know where you're going with this, bro.
okay, so when they put something in front of you, whether it's real or not, the symbolic meaning is going to be real to them, right? Because they operate in mysticism. That's where they like to get down. Now the Kemetic community says,
they love the spells.
hold on. So the Kemetic community says that it's the Bible that is enslaving us. But everywhere I look, I see satanic cultism done by the high elites. I don't see any Bible being pushed by the elite, right? Now, I use that to say that based on the fact that I'm saying that Trump is the representation of the Midas, and if you know the story, what you're going to get out of me when I come lay this shit down on them, I'm going to show you how they're using Trump. He's going to be representative of the Midas touch. And then we're going to get into this Greek mythology and the story of King Midas. See, King Midas' downfall was that he touched his daughter, and his daughter turned to gold. Now, in the representation of the daughter, we're going to institute that as America. America is the daughter of the president. The president is here to look over his children. His subject matters. So we're going to start off the first 2 years of Trump and his song. It's money time. You better get with it. They're going to release the Kraken. And boy, everything going to go to flying. It ain't going to be real, though. I'm kind of rolling with you on the illusionist, right? It's going to be a fake economy. Pumped up. You got a lot of static going on. Like your phone by the television or something?
No. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. So nevertheless, so it's going to be this Midas touch effect, and we're going to be falling in love. Now, the money is going to be really for those who got some intellect and know how to access these funds that are going to be given out. Most is going to be white folk accessing the money. Black folks going to be talking about it, but not being about it because they're going to be too mad at the racial aspect they're going to throw at the black people to throw them off. So the black people will be concentrated with the racial shit, and the white folks going to start accessing the money. And then they're going to cut loose. Give you an example. Currently, he's already proposed that he has, for companies that are willing to maintain their factories in America, he's handing out subsidies. Subsidies is a welfare check for corporations. Whether they make a profit or not, they get subsidized. So now it's a wasteful spending is their tactic whenever they get subsidization. Anything the government does, it doesn't make a profit at anything, because the way to make the profit is to waste the money. The more you waste, the more subsidies you receive. And that's how you're going to begin it. Now, I can't see far down the road because I'm busy with the conscious community toxic waste slug that they spewing. I got to clean some of that shit up. But as we get into this new year and I get ready to do this economic building, I'm going to come with the funding and where the funding at for my calculated risk takers. I'm going to let them know. Y'all want to get to this money, you're going to need to be able to qualify for this. And if you figure out a way to qualify, they're going to cut that bread. You got 2 years to spend it. Then they're going to change up. What you think of that? Oh, who we got? We got the Hebrew warrior Perry in the building.
Yeah, I feel that's. Hey, what's up, Hebrew? What's up, my man? Yeah, I feel like that's totally 1,000% accurate. You're gonna get that bubble that's going to take place, and Wall Street will reflect that. No more different than Enron and the housing market, and it all's going to bust. And when it busts, allegedly, we may be looking at civil war.
I don't believe that's gonna happen. Because a civil war, we don't have the white. You need the white folks to fight a civil war. They don't have a reason to fight. They down with the program. The last time they was down with the program is because another group of white folks said, we're going to take away your money, which was the slaves. They was like, bullshit. They only fight over money. And that was the cause of the first Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
But then they got a paycheck cut. I mean, they got some money given back to them, and they calm back down. They said, okay, you're gonna give us some money. So they gave them some money, and they calmed down. But the first stage was we got. It's like, let's say you had 100 cows, and somebody said, we no longer gonna keep cows on the ranch. You got to let them free. What? Especially if you done spent about $3 million on these cows, you ain't giving them up without a fight. So that's the only reason why they went to civil war. It was over money.
Because a lot of investment was then given away, right?
Huh?
Because a lot of investment by one group was taken away and then given away.
True. Yeah.
So that's the formula, right?
That's the formula.
Okay, that's why I'm saying. That's why I said what I said.
I mean, I'm not against you. I just.
No. I'm just saying, if we know that's the formula, and you've already admitted that you're going to have this nice point of mental masturbation, where people are going to be euphoric and all mesmerized into the glory of what they feel is going back to their lifestyle that they've been accustomed to in the past, then that's when you better expect that bubble to burst. And when it does, the reaction is going to be blamed on somebody, somehow, some way.
That's true. Now that I believe. Now we have an example of that took place about 3 years ago. If you recall, they called it London bridges on fire when the banks in Switzerland bankrupt, and then London was bankrupt. So the civilians went into a panic, and then they started civilian war. It was all over the city. It was on fire. It was on YouTube. You can put it in right now. London bridges is burning, and you can go back and watch all those videos.
And we also had those sit-ins in New York. We had primers. We had a bunch of different primers. Look at all. There's 20,000 people in downtown LA in the proximity out on the streets right now. We're sitting on a powder keg, and all it needs you to do, we got this racial tension, and then all you got to do is bust that economic bubble that people will have. Like I said, they'll have they'll be in a state of, this is the good times again, and then all of a sudden all that stuff's going to catch up. Now, remember, when you look at Wall Street, they talk about the deficit. A lot of people don't understand that deficit. That deficit is a trading deficit. That does not mean. Go ahead, bro.
No, so let me bring some of the guests on, because it's late at night, and we got Warrior Hebrew Perry and T Duck. Y'all can come on in, man, and add to the combo. We just freestyling.
No doubt. Yeah, man. Like what y'all was saying earlier, I know about the Civil War. I find that to be a very interesting scenario, especially history-wise, because it's like on one side with the South, they wanted to keep the slaves, but they was also fighting for their sovereignty. You understand? Like they knew that the international bankers was moving in, and was getting ready to really take over everything. So it's like, on one hand, it was a knock against us because, of course, they wanted to keep us down there picking the cotton. But on the other hand, they was kind of right. And then with the North, they wanted to take us out of there so that they could weaken the South. But at the same time, they had in the ring with the international bankers. So it's just funny, saying how both sides was
Crazy dream last night, this man, he talked to me.
That you?
Nah, that's somebody's phone. T Duck, that's you? That's you, Pitbull.
Hold on, what the hell is that? That ain't me. I just put some people on mute. That was you, man. You got another phone back there? Go ahead, T-Duck.
What's up with bruh? I can't
What's
call
up with you, man?
Nah, it probably was me. It was a video playing that went into commercial. I don't know how that happened though, but you know, ads pop up and shit. Yeah, but I just find that interesting, you know what I'm saying? How like both sides was right and both sides was wrong. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What you got to say, T-Duck?
Oh shit, I can't call it, man. You know me, I'm just doing the same old shit, trying to be the same OG. I'm just like, bro, you got your work cut out for you, man. It's a gang of these motherfucking weirdos and morons and maniacs dudes out here. I mean, I believe you can make it happen, but like, I don't know, you're gonna have to make sure they up on their game if they're gonna try to get into business, because you know you can't get into business with everybody. Some of these dudes is too many to even, you know, conceptualize. It's like when it come to getting money, one thing I learned was like you gotta have an end game. You gotta work towards something, and then you don't spend until you get what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cats, they get a couple dollars in their pockets and they think they made it. They don't understand like there's rules to this shit. And if you want to stay on that level you on, then you know, fuck with these lanes. But I think like that's why I salute you, because you really trying to put some shit together, and hopefully these weirdos understand what you're trying to do and really like gravitate towards it, and you know, try to make something out of their lives instead of just being followers all the time. And I don't want to get too long-winded with it, but what'd you say, big bro?
I said it's all good. You know, it's late.
Okay, this dude was getting at me in the chat talking about my knowledge ain't mine, and I just want to get this for everybody. Nigga, my knowledge is mine. It don't matter where it came from or where it's been. It's like if you have money in your pocket, it don't matter how many hands that money touch. If it's in your pocket, it's yours now. And you know, you can't put me in no box. I ain't no box type nigga. You know, it's just like y'all the type that try to stop a motherfucker from running off the plantation type. Like, where y'all coming from with this? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna let it go though. That's all I want to say though.
Well, I say this, man. One thing for those who, you know, like everybody on this chat right now, they pretty much vets. Y'all have been around. Y'all know all these characters, you know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of people who just tuning in the last 8 months or something, you know what I mean? And I just was talking to a brother. He hit me in the inbox. I got on the phone with him, and he said, "Man, you know, he got caught up in the nostalgia of it. That, you know, when he first heard a Sarah Sudenseti video, he pumped up. He got an unk on his chest and he running. And you know, he said it was just enjoyable to, you know, be entertained by the info. But, you know, after watching the Wasteland today, watching the nuclear bomb land on top of the pyramid and that shit crumbling on down, it's starting to look ridiculous. And now all of a sudden the Sarnetta effect video then came to life. The comedic Kool-Aid then came to life. I'm like, man, you know, we've been talking this shit for years about this shit, and now y'all seeing it unfold. Now they got to try to put that back together to start the new year. That's going to be impossible because Pitbull's going to lay them out one by one. Everybody getting an hour dedicated to their ass, and I'm going to knock that shit off, and then I'm going to get right on into the building simultaneously. And what I'm going to do, tomorrow, I'm going down, if y'all know about the famous studio Stankonia's in Atlanta, that's Big Boys from Outkast studio. I'm going down there about, you know, maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I'm gonna get to filming. I'm gonna bring that to you. I'm gonna say, well, you know, I'm gonna show y'all how I'm in this. I'm gonna make sure they verify I've been standing around for a decade. So I'm like, the conscious community ain't got nothing to offer me but some fans. If they come over here and follow this calculated risk takers, then that's all they can offer me. But as far as putting me up on some game, this is not gonna happen. They ain't got nothing for me. But it is interesting that they have decided to go all out, and boy, they taking off heads. They coming with information that was locked down in the secret vault. They ready to bring that shit out tonight. They got the win.
Right. And I feel like, yo, like I was never really a fan of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, yo, it's really nothing to offer. Now, I'm not the type that's gonna make videos knocking niggas or coming at niggas. That's not me. Plus, I live around a lot of these cats. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to say something to them, I could just walk right up the block. You know what I mean? But I feel you on that. Like, I've never really been they don't really have nothing to offer me either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel the same way you do. And I feel like today, a lot of the fans, you know, really got let down, man. I feel like a lot of the fans is hurt right now. And like you said, bro, this shit that niggas been knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas knew this shit off rip. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for y'all who don't know, Hebrew Warrior Perry, he say he ain't the first one on there, but he was damn near the first Hebrew representation on the Sinetta plantation. And he jumped off real quick. You must have spotted that shit the first week.
Look, man. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about the homie and that, man. But I did.
I'm not speaking against.
I know. But you know, I just,
who, you know, they might
no. I just, yeah, I didn't like the biasness. Like, I seen what it was. I used to tell a homie, like, yo, the shit would be better if you just play a neutral role in this. You're gonna eat regardless. Your platform gonna grow regardless. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be the man regardless. Just play a more neutral role in this thing. You know what I'm saying? But the biasness is what turned me off. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't continue to go on a show where the host has his favorites and he's actually pushing his favorites. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a knock against the homie or nothing like that. It just is what it is. So, you know, like you said, I peeped that shit earlier and I just fell the fuck back. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, that was the reason I couldn't get on.
The main
biasness. Go ahead, T-Dot.
The main part about it, I gotta say, out of all the Hebrew lights that have been on there, it was something about Perry. It was like, I know these niggas wouldn't be talking to him like this if this camera wasn't on. Like, he gave me that vibe, like, man, if this camera was off, like, I felt like he was superior. You know, it was like, in a sense, like, he didn't even need to be in that arena. Like, he was too big for that arena. But the way it got painted, you know, with the bias shit, it made it seem like he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I respect him making that move to step back because, like he said, they painted it with a broad stroke on the comedic side. You know what I'm saying? And trying to discredit some shit that he was saying that made sense. Because at the end of the day, like, them the niggas that's really, I mean, not to call y'all niggas, the Hebrews is the ones that's really, you know, out there putting in the work, and all the comedic cast is doing is just, you know, talking. So
well, that's the ones that he chose to put on the camera. You know, I gotta, cause I know a few. I got one. She do like birthing. She birthed children. She been at that shit 20 years. She rocking that comedic shit hard, and she won't go on Sinetta TV because she ain't down with getting into no conflict. You know what I mean? She bring children in the world from all the different spiritual perspectives, and she got her own little view. But one thing I never heard from her was no conflict, as she practices Ma'at. So it's not that the comedics ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. It's the ones that Sinetta chose to present. He not going to get the ones that you could appreciate. He going to get the ones that want to be rap stars.
Right. Because that's what I was looking for. Like, when I came on there, I thought it was a great idea and a great concept. When I first seen him on the internet, I said, damn, I know homie. I see Cuz all the time. And I was like, this is cool. Like, this could be like some new era battle rap type shit, but just on some knowledge type stuff, you know?
Right.
And as long as it was, I felt like as long as the integrity would have stayed intact, niggas just would have been keeping it 100. This thing would have been bigger than what it is now. You see what I'm saying? But when I seen that, it was you know, a lot of agendas and things like that. Like Pit Boss just said, you had some real comedic cats that would have gave a nigga some honest conversation. You know, one thing I noticed when I had first spoke to Polite on 125th, when I first showed up on the scene, he disappeared for like an hour. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then he came back, and I just got the feeling that it was like, to him, it really wasn't about the information. It was more or less about him building up an image and getting to a certain point for himself. That's, you know, I wasn't really, I wasn't on there for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't on there for the bread or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just was like, just let niggas do that. And if a motherfucker whack, let him be whack. If a motherfucker pop, and let him pop. There's no need to sway the crowd. And that's, you know, that's what turned me off. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, now they done pump it up to a point that if it's a youngster out there who watching this and he over there reading books and he felt he done found the angle, you know, and he drop a hot video that go viral where we all see it, Sinetta gonna run to that video and be like, yo, man, I got a platform. I can get you on. And then he really coming over there for the fame. You feel me? And that's just the way they've created the situation. It's kind of like the rap game. Everybody want to go get signed to the majors. But shit, anybody can put out an independent album. You're just not going to get the same popularity with it.
Right. And that was my thing too. It was like, you know, you don't really have to do that. Like you can like baseball. You know how baseball got the farm. Every team got a little farm where they develop their talent and things like that. I was, you know, that's what I was on. I was like, why don't you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, like I said, if a nigga whack, then let a nigga go out whack, but don't sway the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like my thing, like I said, I'm cool with Sinetta. Like, you know what I'm saying? The nigga live right up the block from me. I ain't got no beef with him. I'm just speaking my opinion on the whole thing, you know. And I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, somewhere along the line, the integrity got lost. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, cats is at where they at now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you plan to go by the event, or at least be in the premise of it, or you just gonna stay away from it?
Nah, bro. Like as far as events and shit go, like I said earlier, I never was a fan of the information that I was hearing from the channel.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was never really, you know, I never really was like how you said your man heard SETI the first time and was pumped. Like, that's not me. Like, you know, when I first heard the nigga, I called him on the phone. You probably don't know it was me, but I actually spoke to the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that shit off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, at the end of the day though, bro, like I never was in it for that. I seen where it was going. Like, all that acting in front of the camera and being extra and all like that, you know, that wasn't me. Like, I that's not me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pop a nigga for real. Like, you know, I've really been out in these streets for real. You know what I mean? Like, niggas know me out here in my town. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it was just something that I just wanted to do because that's something I always did. You know, I always been kind of passionate, been a little quirky. You know what I'm saying? A little passionate about information. And like I said, when I first seen this shit, I was like, this shit is dope off the strength that, you know, it's cats battling each other with their information. And I thought that was cool. But when you dealing with something like that, it has to be integrity involved.
Hey, I think I agree with you, because when I first peeped it, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, here, this is cool. We got a little channel. We can all come with our different perspectives, and, you know, we got a little meeting place that we can all, you know, get it off and see who the crowd like. That's what debates is about, see who the crowd like. But as soon as they turned it into the bias shit, and now it was an agenda put behind it, it turned into some bullshit.
Right. And I used to like, cause you know how it is. Just like me and you, we similar in the fact that we both really from the street. So like we can't talk the shit that we talk on here with our friends. Like a lot of niggas, they think, oh, you an Israelite, you must hang out with a. No, most of my friends is gangsters and thugs. You know what I'm saying? So like they not interested in this type of shit. So you don't really have many people to really build with when it comes to this type of stuff. I go by the church and that's more of a teaching thing. You know what I mean? But as far as like you just kicking it with niggas that want to talk some information shit, like I might go to one of my friends like, yo, bro, I think Imhotep might have been Joseph. The motherfuckers don't know what I'm talking about. So when I say that, a dude actually had a platform that could connect many different people. Like you just said, I was like, this is some cool shit, but like I think some got lost in transition. And like the homie said, when he saw me, he was like, damn, like that kid, I like the way he spit. His shit looked good.
Yeah.
But I was painted with a broad stroke because I didn't fit an agenda that they wanted to push. And I think that was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think looking at the destruction that took place tonight, I see like only people I see that's willing to stick around for at least the next few weeks is Brother Reggie gonna stick around. Sankofa might pop his head in. Seems like Red Pill gonna take a break. Sarnetta and Young Pharaoh gonna take a break. The big security dude, he gonna come back around. He might be able to get the dude who sells the super greens to come through. But primarily his main hitters is all out the door for a little while. What you say?
No, what I say about that is that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's exactly what I didn't want to happen, B. And it is what it is, man. I honestly feel like the homie put all of his eggs in one basket at that time. The basket happened to be polite. And I think he put too many eggs in that basket. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna ride or die with him. And that didn't turn out right. Could have been, you just should have just been unbiased and you could have built up a couple of niggas. You know what I'm saying? You had a nice little roster. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of like threw all them niggas under the bus and like on some Highlander shit, let niggas get killed and their energy went into polite and he got big and it is we got what we got now, Right.
T-Duck, what you say? And my other man, I Am You can speak on that too. What's left for the channel for the next few weeks?
Oh, he got Shaka Amos, Ali Muhammad. He got and everybody you just mentioned. You just left out Shaka Amos and Ali Muhammad. But like y'all saying, it's just like, to me, I feel as though like it's all a game. They just doubled up on y'all without y'all even realizing that shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, I don't know. I just see it like this. All right, that debate went sour or whatever, but people still they ain't paying nobody their money back. At the same time, Joel got people buying tickets for the SETI thing that's coming up. They just doubled up. Everybody eating for Christmas. And y'all motherfuckers can't even get y'all kid that new bicycle she want. So it's just like, I see it as like, Sarnetta cool. I mean, I ain't got nothing against him personally. I don't know the man. But I'm just like, he didn't know how to run a stable. He tried to get into a game. He really didn't have no understanding. I mean, he a hustler. I mean, in my opinion, anybody from Harlem a hustler. You learn that shit before you come out the womb. But it was like he didn't know how to run a stable. You know what I'm saying? Like Bruh said, he put all his eggs into polite, which he never should have did. Even though they wasn't earning like he was earning, he still should have gave them that respect and that understanding that, you know what I'm saying? I got just as much love for you as I got for polite, and I'm gonna give y'all all a shot just as much. I mean, it's like that movie Paid in Full. Like he said, you got to make sure everybody eat. If everybody ain't eating the way everybody's supposed to be eating, you're gonna have some disgruntled motherfuckers and you're gonna have opposition. And then you're gonna have motherfuckers doing chicken shit like trying to get you to give them a little bit more right before the debate because they know what you know, it's they got too much information. He put out too much info. I don't know. I don't know if it's really even I should even be trying to equate it to street shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like motherfuckers know too much. You don't need to know about venues or none of that. Like you shouldn't even be speaking on none of my business. My business is my business. But I don't know. It's a different game. It's consciousness, whatever, entertainment. So I can't hold niggas to a code that they not from. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is cut from different cloth, so it's hard for me to even speak on it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
And that and not to cut you off, Pit, but that's why I respect Pit Boss. I mean, like I'm real similar with him. Like I agree with him. I ain't gonna say we similar, but I agree with the way he handles things. And even when he went into it with them on his show, he wasn't the author of that wrong. But he finished it. Like he did what he had to do. Okay, you're gonna attack me, nigga, I'm gonna bust back. You see what I'm saying? But he didn't come out licking shots at niggas. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm the same way in a sense. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not cut from the cloth of making videos going at niggas. And you know, some niggas is cool with that, and I ain't got no problem with them neither. You know what I'm saying? Doing that, but that's just not me. I'm more of a I see what it is and I'm a step away. Or if we got a problem, if it is a problem, then we need to see each other face to face and handle it.
Now, what if it's just just your ideology or that they coming at and they not making it about you on a personal level, just simply like, hey, Warrior Perry said this, so I want to answer what he said. But they speaking only on your information and not about you. Is that fair? Is that fair game?
I mean, not really, because if I'm not going to be able to respond in kind the way I want to, then don't even mention my name.
Okay.
Just leave me out of it. And that's pretty much what happened with me. It was like, all right, just leave me out of shit. And you don't see those cats. Them cats don't mention my name. They don't talk about me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's up. Like I reached in and I don't talk about them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just leave it like that. Because I already see what it is and I don't want to be a part of it. So I'm just fall back. You know what I mean?
Right. So now, like I said, is so much tension in the air right now. They all done fell asleep. When they start waking up in the morning, it ain't nothing else to do but go live. So I think that the clown show gonna take place all day. Of course, they on the back chats and they trying to work some shit out. I don't think personally that Joel is gonna actually let that event go on, and the tickets that they sold, they just gonna let those people in the door over there at the Sinetta, thing with that same ticket, and add that to the rest of the tickets.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I wouldn't want to put that on blast like that, but I can see that happening. You dig? I can see them working something out. Exactly like that. Now, Pitbull's a smart motherfucker, man. Like that's all I like about Pitbull.
Yeah, he just dropped quarters and nickels and $half on that whole situation. And you might even stop them from talking tomorrow just from that statement.
Well, they don't watch my channel, so
but you know what? The shit was so fucking spot on. I get what I am you were saying. It's probably gonna happen exactly like that. Like,
I mean, I don't get a lot of views. I mean, this might do 200 unless they just, I don't know, might do 3. But sometimes
now you gotta. It's hard to look. I'm all for. We need more channels, more platforms, but it's gonna be hard to compete with a guy.
I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get on the new year. They gonna come subscribe. Trust and believe.
Right. But what?
I'm gonna 18 Sinetta effect type videos before I'm done. I'm gonna have 1,000 live. I ain't stopping until I'm 1,000 live. Right. Then I'm gonna shut that.
But the thing is this, I feel like those guys pretty much give dudes an opportunity to come in and actually get some of their fans, you know, because the shit that they do to at this, like they fans, a lot of the fans are so zombified that cats feel like they can just do anything and get away with it. So, you know, niggas might slip a little bit. You know what I mean? Niggas are slipping. Niggas ain't really watching, but you know, the niggas are slipping. You dig? So that's gonna allow a nigga to creep in and this, that, and third. But it's hard to compete with somebody that live in a city with 8 million people that live in a neighborhood with what 80,000 black people in it. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All motherfucker gotta do is just stand outside with a camera, and you know, all those if you want to look at humans as resources, that's all commodity right there.
Okay, now I got one of my I think it's one of my calculated risk takers, but her name is Jazzy Za Fox. Let me explain this one more time for you. Okay, so you got the DJ Vlad in the conscious community going by the name of Pale Arab / Global Media, linked up with Joel. Joel brings on Young Pharaoh and Seti. They go in, they start revealing too much information. Joel's ready to cut the plug. He cuts the plug, but then they go behind the scenes and create another venue. Now, when he creates the venue, this is momentum. They're doing this based on momentum. So now the tickets are already selling. Now, when it's time for the event, if Joel puts on a competition event against Sarnetta on that same day, it's different if he wait till Sarnetta finish and then he go live, or if he do it the day before on a different day. That's different. But if he does it on the same day, he got all year to suffer. And he's going to suffer because Sarnetta going in. And Joel don't got the numbers to compete. One day of glory is a lifetime of hell if you don't follow lead. One thing about Sarnetta, he may not know how to break down this information, but he goddamn sure know how to play mental chess. He ain't good at the real chess, but he good at the mental chess, and he's gonna box Joel in. Nobody on Sarnetta channel can afford to be cut off and end up on Joel. He just don't got the viewership yet.
Right, I totally agree, bro. And I feel like, and not just that, but it's also the fact that this brother Sarnetta, that man got a lot of time in. He's been doing this shit for a long time.
Long time.
I remember my man had the tiger in the project. My man had a tiger in the projects. In the apartment, the tiger. Sarnetta interviewed that nigga, man.
Mm.
This was back in 2000. This before YouTube.
Right.
He was selling that shit as a cassette tape. So it's like that man been in the game for a minute. He got connections. He know the people. I just, I ain't gonna say that, but don't sleep on the man's the time he has in. Like he got the type of time in to where when you got that much time in, you start stumbling on success. You don't even got to be too smart to get it.
Oh yeah. So now he gonna push the line tomorrow. He gonna act like it's all good. But by the time Sunday morning come and it's time for the show, Sarnetta will open that goddamn stage up, and all it'll be is just hoopla and holla on camera, and everybody. If Sarnetta bring 20 people to come up on that stage, I mean, Young Pharaoh and Sarah Susan Seti screaming Black Power ain't interested. You rather be in the room with 20 of Sarnetta's House of Conscious Heroes, as Hebrew Perry call them, the House of Conscious Heroes, all in one building. We got the X-Men's Revenge or some shit going on.
But I mean,
so he could put on an event to outdo Nicholas bookstore. He got enough.
No, easily. They can't fuck with. They cannot fuck with him. See, but you still want to set it up right. He's still gonna go by what he know, because I'm pretty sure he had mentors that showed him, look, this is the formula, and he's gonna follow what he knows. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, as far as homie competing, taking his spot, because I hear a lot of niggas saying, yeah, they coming forth. I don't see it happening.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
my prediction,
switch up today and be like, you know what? Because I already see him kind of switching up right now. You see what I'm saying? And on a good note, I've seen him do it before, but it wasn't the time.
My prediction is this: Sarnetta is so pissed off that
I don't even think he's mad.
But check this out. He gonna call up all of the goodies and he gonna get them all in the room. He don't give a shit. He rearranging shit. And by the end of Saturday night, he gonna have it figured out, and he gonna run the list of everybody who gonna come speak on the mic and whatever the hell they gonna do. Cause he gotta give you something, because you done bought your plane ticket, you done drove in town, you done bought your ticket, so he got to pay off so he don't end up looking crazy. So he's something gotta go on. So something going on.
Look, if he got that building booked, and these people is still, he gonna give them something, bro. He gonna give them something. He's probably gonna give them something better.
But we got that. He's gonna do an event. That's a fact.
Right. See, but this is the thing, though.
Hold on, real quick. And I'm gonna give you the mic. The thing is, the competition is Nicholas Bookstore. This is what's going on currently as they went off the mic tonight. That the competition is Nicholas Bookstore. Oh, he gonna shut that down. He gonna make Nicholas wish he never let them niggas on his show.
Right, because look, Nicholas Bookstore is in Brooklyn.
Right.
Sarnetta is in Harlem. Sarnetta got the Alhambra Ballroom. It's different. Niggas in Brooklyn is not really conscious like that.
What they got? Chandeliers when you walk in?
It's a bigger, you comparing a bookstore to a ballroom.
Boom.
But it's not just that. We talking about the locations. It's a reason why you don't see as many, you don't see a Sarnetta in Brooklyn.
Right.
You see a Sarnetta in Harlem. Harlem is more susceptible to that type of entertainment. And people is more comfortable coming to Harlem. They like it here. It's convenient. If you compared it, if you ask somebody with experience that went to both places, they'll tell you, nah, go to Harlem, hands down.
Yeah.
Go there for that. You know, the guys dress better, the women look better. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You know, it's more convenient, it's safer, everything. It's the fucking Mecca of blackness. It's Harlem, nigga.
Right.
You know, so, and then it is a better, he does have the better venue. You know, and I'm not knocking homie neither. Like, I ain't got no problem with Joel. I don't know the brother personally. But,
so now check this out. So look, now we got to add this part to it, Perry.
Right.
So once Joel figure out how deep of this shit he done stepped into, and he pull out, now they really done for. No, they don't have enough game to put together a venue in 48 hours. They just don't. And ain't nobody going to assist it because they don't want to get the backlash of the side right?
Right.
So, see, hold up. I know you got it, but hold up. So
I see. I am you ready to speak.
Hold on, I'm gonna give y'all the mic. But once nobody wants to feel the Sarnetta whiplash that close to the whip, right? So it's like, okay, once they can't get the venue, now it goes into back to the bargaining table. What's the bargaining table? The bargaining now is Young Pharaoh. Best you can get is a front row seat at best. You ain't touching the stage because I done invited 20 more speakers up here to chop that 2,000 up. They all willing to take 100 a piece, and I'm putting all 20 on there for 10 minutes a piece. You're done for. You're on suspension. You got to go hang out with the aliens. What say you?
Right, and I agree with that too. That's on point as well. And you know, and at the end of the day, they don't have the kind of credit that Sarnetta has.
Not yet.
You know, not yet. You know, I don't know if they'll ever catch up to him, but they don't have the credit that he has. Sarnetta can afford to make 10 mistakes and bounce back. And you just brought that point up. You said, look, what if they get to the point where the event they fuck the event up? That might be a career killer for them.
Now that ain't gonna happen because I'm gonna tell y'all. I spoke this earlier. One thing about young Pharaoh is he had his own audience before he arrived.
No, I'm not talking about Pharaoh. I'm talking about Joel.
Joel, yeah. Joel wouldn't have a guest on the show. He have to go get Carl Albert, his first.
Right, because Sarnetta and young Pharaoh is not in the same league. Sarnetta is not a speaker. He's an orchestrator.
Right.
That's something that I ascribe to do. I would want to be a debater. I would rather be the person putting it together and you know, hosting the debate, mediating the debate. I'd rather that role than the actually being a debater. So that's the role Sarnetta got. Sarnetta's like a Diddy or Dame Dash or something like that. Those guys are guys like young Pharaoh and Seti are artists. There's a difference.
Right. Now, I mean, they stand the life of, you know, the last time that Seti walked away from Sarnetta, he ended up on a blog talk show with Fela, going in. After that, his crowd was about 10 people strong. For a while, he was just out of it. We didn't hear from him. We didn't know where the hell he was. By the time he got that momentum back flowing, he was ready to come back to Sarnetta TV. And with his return came his energy again. Because, see, the way they working, the way they built their little roadmap, they share the same fan. They think they got independent fans. No, all your fans is Bible haters. That's who you got. And they all love both of y'all.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
So when a man got two homies, you got three people, and one of the two guys fighting, both they homies. They not leaving one for the other because they got love for both of them. So they might hang out with one for a little while, then they go hang out with the other one. But they sad because they little homies is fighting. So as long as they fighting, the fan is unhappy. First of all, you know, the first week or two, they riding with their side, but eventually that shit die out. Because only the love of money gonna live. And Sarnetta, if he don't do nothing else, he gonna go find somebody to interview. You see what I'm saying? And he gonna get an interview. But then they gonna try to go as strong as they can, and they only gonna run into a Sarnetta fan and be like, man, you need to go back and fuck with the homie. And they gonna be like, yeah, one day, right now. And then when they see that momentum slow down and they got to tuck tail and go back, Sarnetta gonna act a fool. But by then, goddammit, the calculated risk takers is gonna be on it, chopping this shit up, throwing it in the blender. So they making it easy for me. That's all I can say. We got 29 people watching it.
Well, you know, I said that from the rip. I said that from the get-go. I said that the way they carrying on, you're making it easier for you giving other brothers like your shit could be airtight. They could have made a monopoly out of this shit, but they just can't get it right. And I think I think the missing components and that whole thing is integrity. Go ahead, I am you. Do your thing, baby.
Yeah, no, bro, I'm in agreement with you. When I came in this whole surroundings a year ago, I've looked at it and I'm like saying, hey man, if these dudes, do these guys really know what they got here? Man, I don't think they know what they got here. There's so many facets to this that there's no reason for no one to argue, but who's gonna take the money to the bank?
I agree.
You know, if they looked at the look, bro, seriously, here's the deal. If they looked at it like any other product on the street, they'd get it. Straight up.
Mm. Yeah. I mean,
If they looked at it just like it was back in the day when everybody had their hands moving around the cookie jar, they'd get it. They'd look at it. If they understood media, they'd get it. This is just another form of media,
that's
Well,
it.
and it's wide open. Here's the thing of it is, this is what I know from some of the things that I did back in the day. They use us as the beta group. We are the beta group, and they ain't paying us but nickels, dimes, and pennies on a nickel, dime, and penny. This is the opportunity to conglomerate and etch yourself in stone so that you could have your slice of the pie. Right now, they're giving you a pie for you to slice up among yourselves. But like many things in our people, we do not see it for what it is. And then they want to say that this is doing something to you and that's doing something to you. When the bottom line is we live in a system. It is not a person you should be. If you hate anything, it should be the system and yourself. And the reason why it should be the system and yourself, and mainly you, is because you don't understand how the system works for you, on you, and against you, and it's you that you're fighting. You're not really fighting a system. So when you figure these things out, it falls on you or your behest that you will eventually find out the only one and thing stopping you is you because you haven't figured out how you fit in the system. When
Mm.
we was doing our dirt, we figured our position in the system. Many of us took falls. Many of us are still locked up. Many of us haven't even thought about preparing for the brothers to come back home and what they're going to do. None of this stuff is even dawned because we so much caught into this system's way of looking at things, which is against our character. And that's the reason why they can give us anything that we say the people we consider to be the oppressor, and how many thousands of terms and labels on a mayonnaise jar you want to make it. They give you an opportunity and they just sit back and go like, watch what they do. I'll go look, watch what they do. Watch, they can't get along. Man, we really did a number on these people. Took away their identity, took away anything else, took the land, took the resources. They can't figure out how to get nothing back. Oh man, we could just give them any old thing. Hell, they'll give us things. They give us the music. They give us their energy. Look at this, man. Woo! Imagine how the people that are sitting here listening to this and their control units and sitting there and go like, you know how many times you guys have been on some hangout and all of a sudden you say something so powerful and all of a sudden it get cut off.
Right. Now, and I don't want that to be this situation. And I know T Ducks want to say something, but one of the brothers in the chat room said, you know, nobody's trying to make a monopoly out of YouTube. Get real. And it's like, you know, bro, we not disrespecting your heroes or nothing like that, B. It's not like that, bro. We just having a discussion. And as far as making a monopoly out of YouTube, nobody's even said that. Like, that's a straw man.
Okay, check this out. It's a sport. There's sports, right? And you have sports, right? And inside of sports, you have many types of sports, right? And in the type of each sport, they have categories where they all function. And it's actually, that's why I told people when I came into this conscious community, if you want to understand how the system works, go look at a movie called Beautiful Mind. He explains it very well. Watch it. If you have to watch it 2 or 3 times so you get it, watch it. And you'll figure it out what this system is. This is a system we are in. I'm not telling the people on this panel that because I've had conversations with many people on this panel. I'm telling people who are going to listen to this, understand it just like you would driving a car. You have to learn how to drive the car. You may not know how a car is made, but you learn how to drive it. And that's the way you have to look at this thing.
What's up, Oliver? Pit Boss, got a new guy in the room, Oliver. How you doing, big bro? You want to say something, Oliver?
Yeah, I'm still with y'all, bro. What's up with you, Oliver? We on the late night tip, man. Come on in. Lay some heat on the wood. I guess he ain't ready to talk yet.
He's on a blackout right now. It's just straight blackout.
Yeah, I see him in there, but he ain't unmuted mic yet.
Maybe you don't. I hope he knows how to undo his mic. There it is. No.
Nah, he ain't did it yet. It's all good. He'll figure it out.
So I don't mean to come on anybody's platform and do no speech stuff, and the thing of it is that I just want our people to start being responsible, and like say if I was to say in this whole YouTube thing, I'll kick one out right now. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to Perry and Pit Boss. Y'all can set this thing up. I'll give you something that I hadn't thought about, and I practice it one time on a hangout with somebody else, and it was crazy. And I'm telling you, we can make this stuff happen. And I don't, for me, man, I'll give it away.
Go ahead, drop it.
I don't know if I want to do it live, man. I'd just rather tell you guys.
Oh, okay.
You guys jump on it. You know what I mean? But I got something that I can tell you that is ridiculously, because I practiced it with another guy, and he didn't even know I was practicing it with him, and it worked.
Right, we're gonna discuss that shit behind the scenes because I want to know what you're saying.
Okay.
Not be for the people right now. But look, Oliver is back, Pit Boss.
Yeah, I see him. Go ahead, Oliver. If you know how to unmute your mic, you got to unmute your mic one time, and then you can get it off. Look, go ahead, man. We see you now.
What's happening? Is my mic unmuted?
Oh yeah, you ready to rock? What's up with you, man?
Hey man, what's happening? Peace to everybody, man. I'm Oliver Baker, live in Santa Monica, California. And I've been following and watching for a long time. And it's just crazy, man. It just all this stuff just go to show you, like, let me start over, man. I was turned off. I'd be turned off when brothers calling each other motherfuckers and bitch and what we gonna do and we gonna pull up and all. I'm like, man, we supposed to be grown men, like respecting one another and appreciating one another's abilities, whatever the different abilities is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just sad, man. It's just real sad. I'm 42 years old. I don't have time to be getting into it with brothers from across the country that I don't even know over the internet. So I always stood back because I thought that stuff was crazy,
Right. Now I got to watch you on I heard you speak over there on Israel Doctrine Channel the other day, so I knew that you was out of thing, and I did hear you at the time say that you was gonna go to the event they was having out in Compton. Did you get to make that?
Man, I wanted to go so bad, but I was at work till 5:30. You know how that 405 is.
Oh, okay. You was in landlocked. You was in a jam.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to make it, but I'm glad I didn't because I just don't appreciate people hustling. My folks. That ain't cool, man. We ain't got to, play this religious hustle game on people. That ain't cool. Like if you got information, drop it on the people, but. Like, we don't have to be disrespectful and have all this hate and animosity. That's why I think we go wrong at. Everything ain't got to be a competition. You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk. I mean, it never started off like that. This was totally a Sonetta invention to this game.
Yeah.
It didn't start off like that. The type of debates that was taking place a decade before this YouTube era wasn't this kind of shit.
Okay.
This was turned into a superhero festivity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is something totally different. This is a new era of debate. At number one, they've never done a debate with a proper format to it. It's just been off the cuff. So we don't even get debates delivered to us with a proper debate format going on. They did the hood debate.
Yeah.
And that's all we ever seen was the hood debate. It hasn't had a proper format yet.
Right. Because the information and stuff, it'd be good. I think it's good to have dialogue. We need a lot of dialogue. We need to be able to, touch one another and exchange information and build. You know what I mean? But when it comes to like getting all disrespectful and I seen the nigga bring out heat on the damn video. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this?
I hear somebody, I didn't read in the comments, somebody mentioned about Young Pharaoh asking for his intellectual property of the particular debate, right?
Yeah.
So let me address that a little bit. So, Pharaoh chose to go over to Sinetta to benefit himself. So now Pharaoh goes to Sinetta, he sits on the couch, he lays down his info, and his popularity increased 3 or 4 folds, right? So
Yeah.
Sinetta makes a couple of bucks off the YouTube. Sinetta does an event like this every 3 months, every 4 months, right? Per year.
Right.
So now whatever he make on that, he make on that. Now, how many speaking engagements do they do in a 3-month period? Well, they might do, let's just say on a minimum basis, they doing 2 events a month. So you get in, 6 events, 10 events in 3 months. That's being real generous to them, right?
Right,
So
right.
Young Pharaoh's able to push in a stack, right? So now, does he say, well, let me give Sinetta 10% of this because he's promoting me, letting me come on that channel? See, a lot of people don't know who I am because I've never been on Sinetta like that except to call in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I did get on there and lay down one of my joints or whatever that people seem to respond to,
Right.
then my ability to go out and make a bunch of money doing shows would increase, or sell a book, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So, I never heard Sinetta say, well, damn, you niggas is not sending back 5-10% of them shows that you packing in the house because you appear on this station. That's the reason why Polite wanted to get on the Breakfast Club and he wanted to go on DJ Vlad and go on the news channel, is because by appearing there, his popularity grows.
Absolutely.
And so for him to ask for any intellectual or anything off this one event, when you about to run and do 1,000 more lectures, I can't keep this one. That's the reason why it's a fiasco, and the nuclear bomb then turned it all into a wasteland. Because they don't understand this game. Sinetta got a 360 deal going on over there.
Yeah, well, he controls the narrative, on his platform. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So he wants the intellectual property of a one-time event.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, let me say this real quick, Pete. As far as Sinetta is concerned, right? Mm-hmm. His thing is this: as long as you're not, the only people I see him vehemently really going at is Israelites. Christians, he don't really acknowledge.
Wait a minute, hold up. Christianity is the unified front that they all fight.
All right, that's your opinion. But what I'm saying is this: as far as Sinetta is concerned, he vehemently go at the Israelites. And my whole thing with him is like, you would have been better served being neutral with them and just booking them.
I agree.
Book the Israelites.
Yeah.
Book them. Yeah. Against the, let them do their thing with the command and keep it respectful. But you need to be neutral.
That would have made his channel much bigger.
This is true.
Right. But at the same time, like I said, that brother has a lot of experience and credit that allows.
But didn't he try to do that though?
Nah.
Didn't him and Dr. Ali Muhammad come on and say Sinetta apologized to everybody for being biased? He was in the barbershop.
Nah, that's
not what
I'm talking about. I am you. That's not.
But I'm saying he said he was going to be. He was going to change it up. His channel was for the people. Then he slipped right back into this thing.
Yeah, he said that a few times. So
now here's the thing that I want to ask you guys. This is the one thing I want to ask you guys. These guys talked about doing this event. Isn't it kind of auspicious that all of a sudden it's a contract problem and the contracts weren't filled out? Isn't it the same problem you had with Tommy Sotomayor? A contract? Some don't sound right. Why you mean gonna take a couple of days before the event to sign an event in a contract? That don't sound right. I don't sound like good. I mean, Pitbulls. Let me ask you. You deal with the entertainment field. Is that how they do business?
Well, you know, I reckon what they doing more to the street level game, and you know, we just don't sign contracts in street activity because ain't nobody trying to pay no tax money. They paying cash for everything, other than what they, you know, PayPal or some shit they can't get away with, and that's the reason why them contracts is not really solid because what they gonna take each other to court? Oh shit, Israel Doctrine would love to see that shit. You're gonna go get the white man. They went and got the white man. They'll go get the white man on you. That's why the contract shit is ridiculous. Because as soon as you take somebody to court on one of these contracts, we get to film that. We get to hear all that shit. We get to hear you go up in court and snitch on your homie.
Right. And look, and this ain't no disrespect. My big brother, I am you. But I think a lot of times we understand you, certain people on your level, but you I think sometimes you like talk over the people's head a little bit. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't, like the average person, like we gotta really understand.
I can appreciate that. You know what? Like I tell everybody, ain't no one beyond approach. If you real, ain't no one beyond approach. I'm looking to take my castor oil, and whenever it's anybody want to give it out to me, I ain't got no thin skin. Give me mine. It's only gonna make me better.
Now let me let y'all know about the way Pit Boss does business. When you deal with Pit Boss and my logos and various things that I do online, I send you out an invoice to pay your bill. Your invoice contains my business information and it contains the stipulations we agreed to. You pay the money. You have any discrepancy, the format that I'm using will return your money if you have an issue, and I have to deal with the format I'm using in order to, you know, get my money. So I do business the way business is done in the legit business world. You know what I'm saying? But from what they're doing, this is just hand-to-hand combat, cash rule everything around me.
Hey, Pit Boss, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is SETI, would you consider SETI and Pharaoh liable for not, going on with the debate, even though they didn't fill out a contract?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't because y'all
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. There's such thing as a gentleman's agreement. If they ever shook hands on it.
Let me finish answering the brother.
It has been promoted.
Okay, so I agree that there's a gentleman's, agreement in that. I would agree to that. The reason why I'm saying they're not liable is because of the simple fact that they play politics all year long. And this shit is what we doing behind the scenes is some dirty shit. And okay. So if I need to play you like that, you get played like that. This ain't no different than blocking somebody from coming on the channel to speak and keeping somebody down for an entire couple of years because you don't like what they got to say. And so, you know, they playing politics. So all you got to do is win the game. The game is played for bread and meat. If you don't win, then you don't eat. So, you know, they can be mad, but, you know, what happens if your fans, they don't go do shit? What you
right. And that's why, you know, and like I said, we need more platforms. And my advice to Pit Boss is just, like my thing is this. When I do my platform, I'm bringing the hood with me, and we gonna be fresh to death. You see what I'm saying? Like, we gonna appeal to the people. Fresh to death. Fly. Nigga gotta get fly. Nigga gotta look good for them people. And bring the hood with you. And let the hood know, look, man, you can eat off this. We can eat together. And you know, just, you know, you can do your own thing too. You know, I don't knock Big Bro, Sinetta. My thing is this though. If I was to step into the game that he in, I would learn from his mistakes and just do it different. You know what I mean?
Now, I will tell you this: if somebody, if I told somebody I was coming to do an event, well, I'm gonna show up. I mean, it'll be a very small reason why I wouldn't show up. So I would honor, like IMU said, the gentleman's agreement, and I'm gonna be there just so that my name stay good in the hood.
Right.
But, they play dirty politics, bro. See, the side that I came in the game, I chose to came in the game in with. I went over to the Israel Doctrine platform when he had about 20 viewers to a video. And, I had no enemies in the game. He did. And so I kind of adopted his enemies by default just because I came to speak on his platform and I wasn't even speaking against anybody. So by default, I wasn't allowed on all the majors. So, I just sat there like, okay, no sweat. I wasn't tripping. I could have went the other route because I had knew a couple of the guys before I even knew Israel Doctrine.
Nah, but you ain't. It was a learning experience, and
it wasn't even that. I got dungeon family.
No, we know about you, baby. Like we know you ain't gotta. Nah, go in, bro. Go in.
No, I'm just simply saying, like, if I needed to get some promo. Right. I wouldn't have to go to side letter to get
this is just like a side thing for you, just like me.
I was trying to
like, no, it's not that serious, bro. Like we both like, see, look, I tell everybody the same thing that I get into it with. Right? I tell them one thing, baby. Look, man. Just don't go to the police. It's that simple, baby. It really is. Is nothing to talk about after that. How a man respond to that is what it is. So it's nothing to talk about after that, big bro. Like, we know what you do. The thing is making a better platform. That's all. You keep doing what you're doing, but all I'm saying is just get on your Pac shit. Like, look, Pac had the message. He knew he had the message.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. Has anybody in this community ever seen the Pale Arab before? Why are they pushing this dude? And we ain't
who what's his name?
I seen Bazin before. Like I seen him.
Who's the Pale Arab?
He's global media.
Right.
I've seen him. I've seen him one time.
Nah, I mean I've been in video chats with Bazin. And like I said, he's an Arab. And
you've been in a back chat with him, man.
I've seen him on video, like
video. No,
but I'm saying you see him on back.
He's not reluctant not to show himself. He's not reluctant.
I've seen him. I'm just saying I've seen him.
Did you see him on a back chat or on a video that I could pull up?
We was in the back chat together.
That's what I'm saying. You see him on a back chat, and he accidentally hit that button. I heard about that.
Nah, he didn't accidentally do nothing. He was like, look.
Why he ain't never showed his face to the community?
I don't know, but I seen him. And he just was like, look, this is me.
I think you're asking the question, have you ever seen him live?
I was live with him. That's my whole point. We was chilling.
Back chat ain't live, man.
Well, it wasn't live, but we was chilling in the back chat.
Has the man ever showed up to any lecture or any event?
I don't know. I never showed up to no lectures. For sure.
Here's the problem. He's knee deep in the middle of this feud, and he's the only white boy, and he's controlling the money.
Right.
Money. What is he? Look, that's what is he controlling? Like, what money? Who money?
He doing the Eventbrite for Sadie and Pharaoh's new thing over at Joel's spot.
And hold up, and he's also selling a Pharaoh DVD on his platform. Now, why the hell we want to give this game over to the white man? This the one thing we still control. We don't control the rap game. We don't control soul food. We don't control a damn thing. And now we handing over our little bitty YouTube thing to the white man.
Like the beauty about this thing is that this shit still like that nigga. Just like you were saying how Yoel got no chance against Shot, neither do he really.
Bullshit. Don't you know what it means to be white in America, man? All that gotta happen is one of them Jews get to paying attention that is some money to be made over here. That is some
It's TV stuff.
hold up. That they can send a slave ship down here and put these niggas on it. And they're gonna walk in and say, all we gotta do is give
You think, hold on. Let me say this.
Hey. The Lotto and Dutch Schultz.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you back on, Hebrew. Just give me 30 seconds. And then you can unmute your mic. Okay. If they come over to this YouTube thing and say, we're gonna do a reality show and we're gonna have a platform that all y'all can come on, we're paying $10,000 a pop to come on the show, and you're gonna be on broad TV, and we're gonna call the shit global media, and they're gonna let Basim run the program. Sinetta work for Basim. You want a fact check, you gotta go to Basim. That's how quick they can take this shit away from you, by simply giving you a Vlad TV type platform or something that has millions of viewers, and they won't let a black man control that shit. You'll be working for Basim. Because he knows everybody, got everybody's phone number in his phone, and he can contact everybody in it to get them to sign the contracts. And when he start handing out checks, they're going to start jumping ship, because you can't get a dime out the goddamn community, you know what I'm saying, to get your program going. Go ahead, man. Unmute your mic and cut on in on me.
Nah, big bro. Like I needed to hear all that. You know what I mean? Like that definitely slowed my roll. With, you know.
Hey, yeah, you got to look at Dutch Schultz and the Lotto. Look at that. Look how that turned out.
Right. You know, I like that type of shit. I am you. But once again, you go over to people's head. But that's some shit, man, you could talk about personally. And I understand your thing is bridging the world into your world. That's why you say I am you. But back to what you were saying, though, Pitt.
But hold on, though. I gotta say something about my fan base. I got the calculated risk takers over here. We a little more sharper than that shit over there. So we ain't missing.
I mean, what you mean by that? What you mean?
No, I'm just saying over there. Then at Sinetta TV, my little fan base,
I feel you, baby.
They can keep up with what y'all bringing.
Nah, that's not y'all, nigga. I'm in the cut.
Oh, I am you. He becoming Duck Schultz. We know about the Jew. Come on, man.
Right. I can dig it. Now, my thing is this, like, I still feel what he's saying, but, you know, it's like, look, Pitt, at the end of the day, I can't, like, the Jews would be over here if they wanted to be over here.
They coming.
Other than that.
They coming, man.
Bro, it's a lot of shit.
Money get away?
Bro, you talking to an
When it's the beta group, bro.
See, look, you talking to an Israelite. I already know what's coming. I know the future. All Israelites know the future. We predict the future. We know it's coming. We're not preterists. We know what it is. Like, we know exactly what's coming. I can tell you what's gonna happen tomorrow. We know the future. So as far as that shit go, my nigga, like, it's not that serious. With, you know, now with him disrespecting a homie, I tell that nigga time and time, nigga, you need to make some type of amends toward that man. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually that man is gonna get strong based off of his integrity. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me and him is concerned, I done seen the nigga. I saw him. I don't know. All that other shit. Like, I really don't know. I wouldn't even jump out the window for it. Me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as defending it or whatever, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Now, see, you know, the reason why I'm cutting in on this Pale Arab, because, you know, he's one of those dudes that picked me out because I'm sitting over there on Carl Albert's show and felt that he was going to double cross my shit, not knowing how Cole Pitballs play this chess game. So, you know, I'm like, I ain't cut in on your ass yet. I've been letting Israel do it. But when I get ready to cut on your ass, it's a box in. I'm not getting off. I'm not just going to be doing it from YouTube. I'm coming to find you. Not to hurt you. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm coming to face you off and expose you, because I can't let you run around with your logo shining. But somebody asked me who let him in. And who let him in was a couple of the Hebrews. I can't remember exactly which one, but he came in under the Hebrew wing, started working his way around, getting close with them, and then he worked his way over there to Joel and Sarnetta and blah blam. The rest is history. He's in the game now.
I mean,
Now
I mean, that's the whole point, though. It's that easy. And a fucking idiot can get in the game. Any agent, like this, it ain't no game. This shit ain't no, like, this shit is nothing.
Well, that's only because it's not really what they say it is. Because if
I mean, but I'm just saying, my nigga, like, this shit is like some bullshit anyway. It's nothing.
But it's not no bullshit. See, I disagree. What I see
Bro,
coming
dealing with a bunch of fucking idiots.
Come on, man, we can't talk over each other. I don't want to mute you. I want you to talk freely. The thing is, it's not that simple, brother. We are building something that in 5 years from now, this shit gonna be historical. This shit going on TV. We going into the movie industry. We getting into the music industry. This ain't no bullshit. Goddamn, what's his name? Soulja Boy blew up off YouTube when nobody never thought it could happen. He went on there and threw a video on. Next thing you know, he getting $1 million check. This ain't no game. We getting global media over here for real. Like the whole world can see you if they tune in. So this shit ain't no joke. This shit is bigger than TV. Because TV don't stretch everywhere YouTube go. You can't be in any country watching, the programs we watch on our television. You feel me? So you get to get this wherever you are. And so it's that big. If you can only get up there where the big guys are. Some of the people got 90 million views on a video. That's bigger than any show ever came on in America on a YouTube channel. This is what they're doing. And one day, this shit will grow. And we will have 1 million subscribers. Average video doing 1.5. We're going to be talking about the days when all you could get was 1,000 subscribers. When all you can get was 1,000 views. When the average video is getting 1.5. And Nike come calling. And Coca-Cola come calling. And everybody come calling because you got a gang of views on your shit. This shit is real money once you build it. And that's why we looking at Sarnetta like we got a fool at the wheel. We got a nigga that then got crack selling crack to the goddamn police at the steering wheel. Who in the fuck let this nigga drive? Put that nigga in the side passenger seat and give him a camera. And let somebody who know how to drive this bitch drive the goddamn car. Got the wrong nigga on the steering wheel. That's just my opinion. It's just an opinion. Don't take it personal.
Well, that sounds more like a statement with some conclusive evidence.
Oh man, it's all I just heard him say it. I wouldn't have known his business if it wasn't for YouTube.
You know what? A lot of times we don't realize the power which is actually in front of us at any given time, and that's what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with something, like I said, you're given a pie pan, the ingredients, you have to learn how to bake that pie. And then it's going to come down to whose pie is going to be the most tasteful. So it has to be set up in certain, like I said, man, I'm done talking about that. Man, I'll talk to y'all in private about how I see it, but other than that, man, I'm pretty much I'm just gonna listen from this point on, cause you know what I'm saying.
No sweat. Well, if you need to contact me, just either leave a comment here, I get to you, or 99lightyears@gmail.com. You can get at me, send me info, I hit you up, or whatever the case, however we need to do it. But also just so that y'all understand, there's a couple of platforms out there that started off the exact same way we are. One of those is Alex Jones. His competitor on an independent level, they call it the Young Turks. Alex Jones got about 1.5 million subscribers, and the Young Turks got 3.5 million subscribers. And they got in the game after him, but they're promoted by the media, and so the media blows them up to make them the equivalent. So, like, you could say Alex Jones is the YouTube Fox News or something, and the Young Turks are the YouTube CNN as they go back and forth against each other because they had to put up a challenger to Alex Jones. Alex Jones paid way over $1 million to build his set. Right. Cottonette and them got $5 backdrops. Alex Jones got digital screens like he's on the big screen going in. He does not monetize his channel. Dollars. He got several people working for him. He flying all around the world off this YouTube shit. So while y'all sitting around thinking this shit's a game, Pit Boss don't. That's why I'm calculating my goddamn risk. That's why I'm building up with people who ain't with the bullshit. That's why I'm gonna build my shit, and I ain't tripping off no Sodnetta TV, no Doggy Diamonds, Joel, none of that shit they up there doing. Because they driving the steering wheel blind. And that's what it is. And I'm about to grab the steering wheel and show you how to do this, son. As they say in New York somewhere. But go ahead, man. I'll toss the mic over to y'all, let you get off a little bit.
Y'all still politicking, huh? Man, we just gotta understand, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. This whole game is a game. You know what I'm saying? Don't put too much into it. I be seeing the cats in the chat wilding out and stuff, and I just be like, what planet y'all come from? There's rules and regulations and codes of conducts and ethics that we don't seem to, all have an understanding. And I think as men, we got to present ourselves better in a light that shows manhood. We can't get in our emotions at times and, work on a certain level. You got to always be a stand-up guy, regardless of the situation. And I think a lot of the stuff that go on this platform, the consciousness, it needs to be addressed in person or, behind closed doors, because a lot of this stuff is unnecessary. And I'm just waiting till we get to that level. And I just question a lot of these cats' character because I don't know. I don't know if it's a lack of influence or whatever it is, but I think they kind of. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. Finish out.
Nah, I was just thinking they come into consciousness because they lack in that, but at the same time, all this information we getting ain't teaching us how to be men. You know what I'm saying? All this, I don't know. It's just like how you get at somebody, because I know, out this way, you call a man a bitch. It's like you preparing like there's no understanding to it, and what's understood not need to be discussed. So, it is what it is. Once you take it there, and it's just like niggas think they manhood is attached to their asshole or something, and it's just like they be quick to throw out that fag shit, and that's just like, you don't sex play men. Like, men don't sex play one another. It's what's understood need not be discussed when it comes to that. It's just like, it's so free with it. It's like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. That's all I have to say.
We damn near living in a George Orwell's 1984. Y'all go watch that movie if you don't know what I'm talking about. But the script has been flipped, and we're living in a world upside down. And we think this shit normal. This shit's not normal. And so we are letting shit get away with shit that would have been got you hit on all types of levels. But we think it's normal. And we have taken the fake for the real. And the real gets smashed down into a corner and considered awkward. And that's what's begun. That's why I say we got the wrong people. Y'all letting the wrong people drive the whip. Somebody asked in the chat room a pretty good question. And let me go back and read that, because the way they broke it down, it was a pretty good question. And let me see if I can find it. Okay, it says, did we let him drive, or did Side buy his own car and start speeding off, leaving whoever behind? No. We let him drive the car. We let him drive the car. When you tuned in, You gave him the keys. When you tune out, you snatch the keys back. If you tune in, he's in the driver's seat. That's how it works. He can't drive off, ain't nobody watching. What good is stunting for yourself? That don't make you feel good. You need people to watch you stunt, or it ain't no need to stunt. So, yeah, we gave him the keys. And every time y'all support these channels and start sharing their little videos on Facebook talking about he dropping knowledge, and you post that bullshit, that's the problem. Y'all don't know what the knowledge is because y'all bitten into the apple. And now y'all in Wonderland, wondering where you gonna land. So it's been about 2 hours, 20 minutes. Pit Boss, they gave you a late nighter with my brother Hebrew Perry and T Duck and I Am You and Oliver. And we done went in for y'all, man. And I'm about goddamn tired now. I'm ready to shut it down on you. I ain't even gonna let nobody get their last in. I'm gonna go on and close out my show and do it how we do it over here with the calculated risk takers. So I just like to tell all the guests who did jump on late in the nighttime, appreciate y'all coming on here and rocking out with the Pit Boss and all of my calculated risk takers. I appreciate y'all for being up all night, having something to do. I hope you got something to do when you leave this. But it's a wasteland out there, y'all. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, they gonna get active. We got damage control coming in by Sodnetta. He gonna come in with the damage control. He got his partner King Simon on the back end orchestrating the new event that y'all didn't pay for, but that you're gonna get because you paid for something. And they don't do the returns. They never did a return. So you gonna get something. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Joel gonna figure out what his future gonna look like. He gonna backpedal. And then, you know, Sarah Sunseti, he wanna debate. So he's showing up wherever the debate at. But goddamn young Pharaoh jumped out the goddamn window and he may not get a turn this round. He may have to wait to the next round. And he gonna have to see if he can fly on his own. If he got out of body experience, this is the time to prove it to us, goddamn it, because it's going down. And you know, everybody is flying in town. Pit Boss gonna sit back, calculate the game, and lay it out for you. I appreciate y'all for hanging in all night. Be impeccable with your words. Don't never make assumptions. Always do your best. And the game is played for bread and meat. If we don't win, then we don't eat. Calculate your risk. Focus on your goal. And I'll see you when this goddamn shit wakes up in the morning. We out.